Right now, your son may be going through a difficult and deeply personal season, even if he has not fully expressed it aloud. Sometimes the people we love carry emotional pressure, self-doubt, fear, or silent struggles in ways that are not immediately visible to others around them. He may appear strong on the outside, while quietly feeling overwhelmed inside, trying to handle responsibilities, expectations, or inner battles without wanting to burden anyone else. What matters most is understanding that he does not need judgment, fear, or pressure at this moment. He needs support, patience, and the reassurance that he is not alone while facing whatever challenges are weighing on him. There are likely moments where he questions himself, feels uncertain about his direction, or struggles with emotions he has difficulty explaining. That does not mean he is weak or lost. In many cases, people carrying the heaviest emotional weight become the quietest about their pain. The important thing now is remaining present in his life, with understanding rather than panic. A calm conversation, genuine encouragement, or simply reminding him that he has people who believe in him can have more impact than dramatic words ever could. He may be facing disappointment, stress, difficult decisions, or emotional exhaustion, but those experiences do not define his future. In fact, difficult seasons often shape resilience, maturity, and strength that become clearer later in life. What he needs most is the confidence to keep moving forward without feeling isolated in what he is carrying. Your support, belief in him, and willingness to truly listen may become one of the strongest sources of stability he has right now. Even when life feels uncertain, people grow through the seasons they once believed would break them. And this chapter of his life may ultimately become one that teaches him strength, clarity, and a deeper understanding of who he is becoming. And now the breakthrough that seemed impossible is moving closer with each passing moment. He is not forgotten. He is not abandoned. The very angels who walked with prophets, kings, and warriors are walking with him right now, surrounding him even when he cannot see. His story is not ending, it is only beginning. But listen carefully. The enemy knows his potential and is attacking harder than ever. This is why you are being warned in this very moment. Do not take this lightly, for the battles your son faces are not just his, they affect generations that will come after him. You have the authority to shift this atmosphere. Your prayers can move mountains, your faith can tear down strongholds, and your belief can open doors that no enemy can shut. This is why heaven is reaching for you now, because your son's breakthrough is tied to your courage and your persistence. Heaven has shown me the weight pressing upon his shoulders. He feels he must carry everything alone, but the truth is, he was never meant to. Angels have been sent to guide him, protect him, and lift him up. But they await your agreement in faith. Even in his silence, he is calling for help. Even in his strength, he feels fragile inside. Yet, the power of God is not leaving him. Rather, it is rising in him, preparing him to walk into a season of victory unlike anything he has ever experienced. Do not be afraid of the storms you see surrounding him. They are loud, they are intimidating, but they are temporary. For every dark cloud that has gathered, heaven is preparing a light that will shine brighter than all of it. The blessing marked for your son is one that no man can steal, no woman can block, no enemy can erase. It has been written in heaven, sealed by the hands of angels, and declared by the voice of God himself. This is why you cannot give up now. The fight is intense because the miracle is close. The enemy always strikes hardest when heaven is about to release its biggest blessing. So, hear me now. Your son's pain will not last forever. His trials will not break him. Instead, they will shape him into the very vessel heaven needs him to be. He will rise from this. He will overcome this. And he will one day look back and see that this season, though dark, was the very fire that prepared him for his calling. And you, the one chosen to receive this message, will see with your own eyes the transformation that heaven is already unfolding. Warning, stay with me, because what I am about to reveal is urgent. Your son is on the edge of breakthrough, but there is also a dangerous trap being prepared for him. Someone close to him is not what they seem. Their words sound supportive, but their intentions are poisoned. Heaven is not blind. Every scheme is being exposed, and even now, angels are dismantling the plans designed to bring him down. But you must stay alert, because your prayers are the shield that will keep these arrows from striking him. Your son has a destiny tied not just to his own life, but to others who will depend on his light. This is why the darkness has been so relentless. It fears what he will become once he steps into his full calling. But listen again, he will not fail. He will not be destroyed. His story is written in heaven's book, and not even the gates of hell can rewrite it. Dizzy, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20 at the end of this script. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven does not deliver warnings without reason. Your son's name has been spoken in the courts of heaven, and his destiny has been placed under divine watch. That is why you are reading this message right now. It is not random, it is urgent, it is appointed. The pressure he is feeling right now is not ordinary, it is the crushing weight of unseen opposition. He feels like the world is demanding more than he can give, and yet, he is still standing. That strength you see is not just his own. It is the strength heaven is placing upon him day by day. There are nights when his heart feels like it cannot bear one more burden. There are days when the silence in his eyes hides a storm that no one else sees. But know this, heaven sees every tear he does not cry, every word he cannot say, and every battle he silently endures. Your son has been chosen for greatness, and that is why the battle around him has been so intense. There are seasons in life that feel unbearably heavy, moments when everything seems uncertain and the future appears hidden behind struggle. Yet often, it is during the darkest nights that the greatest transformations quietly begin. He may be walking through hardship right now, but hardship is not the end of his story. Every challenge, every setback, and every painful lesson is shaping him into someone wiser, stronger, and more resilient than he has ever been before. People may judge him by his current circumstances, misunderstand his silence, or focus only on his mistakes, but growth is rarely visible in the middle of the process. What feels like rejection today may actually be guiding him toward a path better suited for his future. Some doors close not to punish us, but to protect us from what was never meant for us. Every delay carries preparation, every disappointment carries direction, and every difficult season carries the possibility of renewal. Your support, encouragement, and belief in him matter more than you realize. Sometimes, a person only needs someone who refuses to stop believing in their potential, while they learn to believe in themselves again. Even when progress seems slow, important things are happening beneath the surface. Strength is being built quietly, character is being refined through experience, and new opportunities are forming in ways he cannot yet fully see. This season is not defining him by weakness, it is preparing him for growth, purpose, and a future shaped by perseverance rather than fear. Even when he feels broken, he is being rebuilt. His story is not over. It is just unfolding into the chapter that will silence every doubt and every enemy. And you will see it, you will witness the moment where all his suffering turns into a testimony so powerful that even those who doubted him will bow their heads in awe. Heaven has seen the people who pretended to support him, but secretly worked against him. These hidden enemies thought their actions were unseen, but nothing is hidden from heaven's eyes. Every whisper, every betrayal, every trap has been recorded, and justice is already on its way. Your son is covered by angels who walk before him, clearing the path, and behind him, guarding every step. Even now they are surrounding him, cutting down obstacles he does not even know exist. He is not alone in this fight. He never was. This is why you cannot lose hope. The season of trials is about to shift into a season of breakthroughs. The doors that were locked will swing open. The chains that held him back will shatter, and the heaviness that weighed on him will lift. The world will see your son's rise, but only you will know the cost of his struggle. Only you will know how many nights heaven worked in silence to preserve him. And that is why you are being given this glimpse now, because his miracle is close. Heaven is preparing him for something bigger than his pain. He may not see it yet, but the talents, the strength, and the calling inside him are awakening. Every hardship he faced was training. Every tear was watering the soil of his future, and every scar was proof that he survived what was meant to destroy him. The tables are about to turn. Those who once laughed will fall silent. Those who tried to break him will witness his rise, and those who doubted his worth will see heaven place a crown of favor upon his life. This is not just about his life. This is about a generational blessing. The choices he makes now, the victories he wins now, will shape not just his future but the future of those who come after him. That is why the enemy has fought him so hard, but that is also why heaven is protecting him so fiercely. The storm is strong, but his destiny is stronger. The attacks are real, but heaven's promises are unshakable. And soon, the very thing that felt like a curse will be revealed as the pathway to his blessing. Your son is closer to victory than he realizes. Do not let fear cloud your vision. Hold on to this promise with everything you have. The time is near when he will step into a season so full of blessings that even his past pain will make sense. The pain he carries today will become the testimony of tomorrow. The weight he bears now will turn into wings that help him soar, and the tears that fell in secret will one day become songs of joy. Stay ready, stay faithful, stay watchful, for your son's story is about to shift in a way that will leave you speechless at the greatness of heaven's plan. And when that day comes, you will remember this message. You will remember that heaven warned you, prepared you, and promised you. Sparkles. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20 at the end of the script. Archangel Michael says, when heaven interrupts your day with a message like this, it is because the time is urgent. Your son's destiny is standing at a crossroad, and unseen battles are surrounding him like heavy clouds. What you are reading right now is not just words, it is a direct lifeline for the one you love most. The forces against him are strong, but the call upon his life is stronger. Every tear he has hidden, every silent cry he thought no one heard, has echoed loudly in heaven's courts. And because of that, this message has been released into your hands. You are the chosen vessel to cover him right now. There is an energy working against him, trying to confuse his path, close his opportunities, and break his confidence. It has used people around him. It has used disappointments. It has even tried to attack him through his own mind. But listen closely. He is marked by heaven, and no weapon formed against him will succeed. He is walking through a season of fire, but this fire will not consume him. Instead, it will refine him, shaping him into a vessel that shines brighter than ever before. His pain is temporary, but his purpose is eternal. Your son has been carrying a heavy burden that no one else can fully understand. He has been trying his best to stay composed, to appear strong, and to keep moving forward, even when life feels heavier than it shows on the surface. There are moments when people carry struggles quietly, and from the outside, everything may seem manageable, but inwardly, it can feel overwhelming. In times like these, what matters most is not perfection, but support, patience, and understanding. Even when he feels uncertain or worn down, he is still finding his way step by step, and strength is often built in those very moments when a person feels they have the least of it. The path ahead is not defined by present difficulties, but by how he continues to move through them with resilience. Sometimes, when pressure increases, it is simply a sign that change and growth are taking place, even if it is not immediately visible. What may feel like setbacks can also become redirections toward better alignment in life. helping him discover opportunities and directions he might not have considered before. It is also natural in challenging seasons for trust to feel fragile and for misunderstandings to arise. But clarity often comes with time and open communication rather than assumptions. What remains most important is stability, encouragement, and being a steady presence for him as he navigates this period. Your support plays a meaningful role in helping him stay grounded, reminding him that he is not alone in what he is facing. Even when progress feels slow, growth is still happening quietly beneath the surface, shaping him into someone more capable, thoughtful, and prepared for what comes next. Your words carry power, your prayers carry weight, and your faith will break chains that his hands alone cannot. Do not underestimate your part in this battle. You were chosen to receive this message because heaven trusts you to protect him through faith and persistence. He is stepping into a new chapter of his life soon. The struggles he faced are preparing him for the blessing about to unfold. And when this shift happens, it will be sudden, powerful, and undeniable. Doors that were closed will open, people who doubted him will witness his rise, and opportunities that seemed impossible will align right before his eyes. His breakthrough will not only surprise him, it will surprise everyone who thought he would never make it. The very people who doubted his strength will have no choice but to admit that heaven's hand was always upon him. And you will watch with tears in your eyes, realizing that every night you prayed for him was worth it. Every tear you shed for him was not wasted, and every word of faith you spoke was heard. Your son carries a generational blessing. The victories he wins now will ripple through your entire bloodline, affecting those who come after him. The enemy knows this, which is why the battle has been so fierce. But what the enemy fears is exactly what heaven is preparing to release. Heaven has already written his name in the book of destiny. His path has already been marked by divine purpose, and no force on earth or beyond can erase what has been sealed by God himself. This is why you must not give up. Even when the storm rages, even when the burden feels heavy, hold on to the promise that your son's story will not end in defeat. It will end in triumph. And very soon, you will see the miracle unfold with your own eyes. His pain will become his testimony, his struggle will become his strength, and his tears will turn into joy that overflows, touching lives far beyond his own. The season of heaviness is ending, the time of breakthrough is beginning. The very battles that try to destroy him will become the very platform heaven uses to lift him higher. And you, yes, you, will stand as the witness. You will look at him and see the hand of God written all over his life, and you will know that this message was heaven's confirmation all along. Stay faithful, stay watchful, stay ready, for your son's miracle is on its way. Sparkles, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20 at the end of the script. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven's attention is fixed on your son. His name has been written across the skies, and the angels have been dispatched to cover his steps." This is not just a warning, it is a revelation that your son's life is under divine construction, and what looks broken is about to be rebuilt stronger than ever before. Right now, he is carrying battles no one else can see. He has been misunderstood, misjudged, and underestimated. But heaven knows the truth of his heart. Even when he walks with silence, the angels hear his soul cry out for peace, and they move swiftly to guard him. Your son is being shaped into something powerful. The fire he walks through is not to destroy him, but to refine him into the man heaven has destined him to become. Each trial is chiseling away weakness, revealing strength that will soon shock everyone around him. This season feels like loss, but in heaven's plan, it is gain. This season feels heavy, but in truth, it is preparation. For the blessing coming into his life will be so big, so undeniable, that the struggles he has faced will look small compared to the glory waiting ahead. Heaven has seen the betrayals. Someone who smiled at him was secretly holding a knife behind their back. Words were spoken in secret places. attempting to tarnish his name, to block his path, to shut the doors that heaven had already unlocked. But every tongue that rose against him is being silenced. Your son's name is being vindicated, his reputation is being restored, and those who plotted against him will watch as the very hand of God lifts him higher than they ever imagined. Right now, angels are tearing down the schemes built against him. Every trap is collapsing, every false friendship is being revealed, and every jealous heart is being exposed by the light of heaven. The world may have tried to label him as weak, as broken, as defeated, but heaven is about to crown him with honor, favor, and opportunities that will prove that his story was never over, it was only beginning. In moments of uncertainty, fear can often distort perspective, making the future feel smaller or more limited than it truly is. Yet fear is not a final truth. It is only a passing emotion that can cloud judgment if allowed to take hold. What matters most is remembering that difficulties do not define destiny, and present struggles are not permanent. When life feels overwhelming, it is often because change is happening beneath the surface, even if it cannot yet be fully seen or understood. A person's journey is rarely accidental. It is shaped by experiences, choices, and growth over time. Challenges, while painful, can also serve as turning points that build strength, resilience, and clarity. What may feel like being stuck is often part of a longer process of development, where patience and endurance become essential. In such seasons, support from others can make a meaningful difference, offering encouragement and stability when things feel uncertain. It is also important to recognize that no one moves through difficult phases entirely alone. Even in quiet, unseen moments, people often find strength in reflection, hope, and the support that surrounds them in various forms. Progress is not always immediate or visible, but that does not mean it is absent. What lies ahead is not fixed by present hardship. With time, healing and renewal often shift how past struggles are understood, turning heavy experiences into lessons of growth. Your role in offering steady encouragement and belief in him can provide grounding during this process, helping him continue forward with greater confidence and resilience. For your son's next chapter is greater than his pain, his victory is greater than his trials, and his blessing is greater than every attack combined. A crown of restoration is waiting for him. The doors that slammed shut in his face will be reopened in double measure. The people who turned away will be replaced with those who truly honor his worth, and the opportunities that seemed gone forever will return multiplied. This will not be a small change. It will be a dramatic turn, one that no one can deny. His story will transform from a whisper of pain to a testimony of power. And when that day comes, the same mouths that doubted him will declare his greatness. The same eyes that looked down on him will look up in awe, and the same hands that pushed him away will wish they had held on. But by then, it will be too late, for heaven is moving him into a higher realm where betrayal, jealousy, and deceit cannot reach. His destiny is tied not only to himself, but to generations after him. The battles he is fighting now will break chains for those yet unborn. The victories he will win will ripple through your family line for years to come. This is why heaven is fighting so fiercely for him. His life is not just about today, it is about tomorrow, about legacy, about the divine inheritance that cannot be stolen. You are standing at the threshold of this revelation. You have been chosen as the one to hold this truth and to guard him with it. Do not let go. Do not give up, for the season of fulfillment is close. The darkness may roar, but light is rising. The storm may rage, but peace is breaking through. And your son's miracle is not just a promise, it is an unfolding reality. High voltage. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20 at the end of this script. Archangel Michael says, listen carefully, because what I reveal now is urgent. Your son's path has been marked, not by accident, but by divine hands. Every challenge, every hardship, every hidden tear, is leading him to a moment where heaven's power will break through in ways no human can deny. Heaven has not ignored his cries. His struggles have not been wasted. Each day he survived when he thought he couldn't go on has been recorded, and each step forward has carried more weight in the spirit realm than he realizes. The reason this message is reaching you is because you are meant to carry the torch of intercession for him. He was never meant to carry every burden on his own, and no one is expected to face life's hardest moments without support, encouragement, and steady presence from those who care about him. Even when things feel overwhelming, there is still strength being built quietly beneath the surface. Difficult seasons often create pressure that feels heavy in the moment, but that weight is not meant to destroy him. It is often part of how resilience, patience, and inner stability are developed over time. What feels like exhaustion today can slowly turn into experience, wisdom, and a deeper sense of direction tomorrow. There may be times when he feels misunderstood or weighed down by the opinions and expectations of others, but those external voices do not define his true worth or his future. A person's value is not measured by temporary setbacks or by how others interpret their journey in difficult moments. Growth is rarely linear, and progress is often happening even when it cannot be immediately seen. It is also important to remember that painful experiences do not last forever in the same form. What feels like a breaking point can, with time, become a turning point. Challenges often reshape perspective, helping a person recognize strength they did not know they had, and opening paths they may not have considered before. Your support, patience, and encouragement play a meaningful role in helping him stay grounded through this process. Sometimes, simply knowing that someone believes in you can make a significant difference in how a person keeps moving forward. Even in uncertain moments, there is room for hope, growth, and renewal, and his story is still unfolding with many possibilities ahead. Right now, doors are shifting in the unseen. You may not see them yet, but the atmosphere around your son is changing. Chains are snapping, walls are cracking, and the resistance holding him back is losing power. The opportunities that seemed closed are being rewritten in his favor. The people who turned their backs will be replaced by divine helpers who come with pure hearts, and the very thing that felt delayed will arrive right on time, heaven's time. Your son will not remain in this valley forever. The season of heaviness is passing, the dawn is approaching, and with it comes breakthrough after breakthrough. This is why you cannot stop believing now. The fight is almost over, the release is almost here, and the glory that will fall upon his life will silence every doubt. Heaven has exposed something hidden. There are people around him who wear smiles but carry envy. They speak words of encouragement with their mouths but secretly hope for his downfall in their hearts. Do not be alarmed. Heaven has already seen this. Their whispers will not prosper, their plots will not succeed, and their false friendship will not harm him. For heaven has already sent angels to dismantle every snare and trap laid before his feet. Your son's path may look narrow, but it is divinely protected. Every step he takes is being guided, every breath he takes is being strengthened, and every plan formed against him is being turned back on those who made it. Very soon, he will rise in ways that even his enemies cannot deny. And when that happens, all the false faces will fall away, and only truth will remain. He carries a generational blessing that is bigger than his current struggle. His breakthrough will not just affect him, it will affect your whole family and generations after. This is why heaven is fighting for him so fiercely. The struggles he faces are not punishments, they are proofs that he has been chosen. His suffering is not forever, it is the soil where his destiny is growing roots. What feels like weakness in the present moment is not the end of the story, but often the beginning of deeper strength being formed over time. Difficult periods can create the impression that everything is unstable or moving in the wrong direction. Yet these phases are often temporary and serve as part of a longer process of growth and rebuilding. Even when circumstances feel uncertain, change is still taking place quietly beneath the surface, shaping character, patience, and emotional endurance in ways that are not always immediately visible. Moments of struggle can eventually become the very experiences that give a person clarity, direction, and a stronger sense of purpose. What once felt like loss or delay can later be understood as redirection toward something more aligned and sustainable. Life has a way of turning heavy seasons into turning points, where new opportunities emerge after periods of challenge. Emotional lows, isolation, and frustration do not define a person's identity or future. They are temporary states that shift as circumstances, mindset, and support systems evolve. Over time, what feels overwhelming today can transform into a memory of how far someone has come, highlighting resilience that was built quietly through persistence. Even in moments when progress feels slow or unclear, forward movement is still possible. Growth is not always loud or visible. Sometimes it happens in silence, in reflection, and in small daily decisions to keep going. With continued encouragement, stability, and patience, a person can gradually rebuild confidence and rediscover direction. What lies ahead is not fixed by present difficulty. There is room for recovery, improvement, and renewal, and with time, the weight of current struggles can give way to strength, clarity, and a more grounded sense of hope for the future.